What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video from Mayan Capital. Today's video is going to be recapping Thursday's trading session, May 6th. Today was quite smooth, I would say. As you guys can know from my Instagram post, made about $700 in about 5 minutes or so. One of the easiest days because everything just went according to plan. So the first stock I traded was ticker ETSY. Pretty much ETSY, as you guys can see, yesterday they closed at about 184, and today in the pre-market they were trading around 164, which was already like 10% down. It ended the day close to 15% down, ended at 157.68. So if you guys are wondering what caused this huge move in the pre-market, or aftermarket and then pre-market, pretty much the company reported earnings, and their earnings weren't necessarily terrible, but their guidance wasn't the best. So for example, here aftermarket close Wednesday, ETSY reported adjusted earnings of $1 a share of revenue of 550.6 million. Analysts expected 88 cents. So analysts, Wall Street expected 88 cents. They reported $1. So they beat on the per share basis. And they also beat on revenue. They reported a revenue of 550.6 million when Wall Street was expecting them to report 530.4 million. So this is good news for the company. Typically, when companies report a beat, they tend to go higher than what the price prior day closed. But real key thing is ETSY expects a slowdown in the gross merchandise growth rate to a range of 5 to 50%. That would be 2.8 billion to 3.1 billion. So this just goes to show how important guidance is when it comes to Wall Street, because once you report the earnings, that information is kind of already like embedded in the stock. But what drives a stock price is future expectations. So I guess no one was really expecting ETSY to pretty much just give investors just cautious of a slowdown. So that kind of creates a negative tone for future growth. So that's the reason why I personally believe why ETSY reacted the way it did after reported earnings and continued its way down. So this trade, I shorted 300 shares right up from the beginning, and I made $475 with 65 cents. And about a minute, it was actually less than a minute, because I got in around here in the third minute, and as soon as I got in, the stock just went down, and then I covered really quickly. So I shorted the stock at around 167, 166 area, and I covered here because I was pretty satisfied with the amount of money that I made. Sometimes, I do tend to, sell too soon, and I can, I leave some money on the table. But, when you're trading, day trading stocks, you never know what could happen, because imagine if I would have kept my position, right? I was up, I would have been up, $500 here. But look at these, the next 3 minutes, right? The stock went up. So these 3 minute candles would have definitely took me out, because it would have, it would have hit my stop loss. When I shorted the stock, I told myself, if the stock goes above 170, which it did, it hit a high of 170 here, I have to cover my position. And the reason why I would cover my position is because I wouldn't want to be in a situation where the stock goes up even higher, like 175 level or 180, when I'm short $300. That would, mean I would lose a lot of money. So I tend to, take my profit fairly quickly for that reason. And honestly, close to $500 in less than 30 seconds. Why would I be even more greedy and be like, no, I want more? So that has definitely burned me out in the past, and I've been, way more disciplined with taking profits when I'm satisfied. And my goal is, to make anywhere. If I make $500 a day, I'm good. Like, I don't care. Yes, this could have been a $3,000 trade, but who knows? I mean, I personally didn't know the stock was going to go all the way down to 154. So this could have been a big winner, but then again, you're always running that risk of not knowing where the stock is going to head. So I ended my short here. I covered here for a profit, and then I saw this, and I was thinking about, taking another stab at it and shorting again because I did anticipate the stock to go down a little bit more. But I kind of just slept on it. Mainly, I didn't want to be greedy. I made profits so quickly where I was just like, you know what, let's just go back. And then just go to another trade and just enjoy the profits that the markets gave me today. And I'll show you guys a recap in a bit. The second stock that I traded was mRNA, Moderna. This is one of the companies that produces, COVID-19 vaccines. So this was a trade that I took. I didn't go too heavy. I only shorted 200 shares, and I shorted 200 shares around this area for a quick profit of, a quick dollar per share profit, and I made $213. The reason why I got out of this trade fairly quickly was, again, I just wanted to secure my profits. When I shorted the stock and I covered here, I started seeing some struggle that, usually I don't like to be in a position where if I'm short, meaning I make money when the stock goes down, if it goes down but then it stops and stays still, kind of like these two candles right here, kind of the price didn't really move, it didn't really go up, didn't really go down in this area. So that kind of tells me that buyers, people that are buying the stock, are stepping in. And when there's a lot of pressure of buying a stock, it creates this move. It went from 146 to 156. That's a $10 move because buyers pretty much stepped up and they took control of the price action in Moderna. So if I would have been short, right, I would have had to go through all this and I would have lost money. So I knew the risk with Moderna. That's why I also went really low. I was willing to give up some of my profit that I made from my previous trade. But I was pretty much just, always ready to pull the trigger, ready to sell, get out of my position if it goes against me, because I know these stocks, especially biotech companies, they can move quickly. So the stock ended up, pretty much regaining some of its price loss. So for example, where is that? So the stock yesterday closed at around 163. It ended the day at 160.50, so it was only down 1.4%, which isn't too bad after reporting earnings. And then that's pretty much it. So those are the two trades that I made today. The next follow-up clips is just gonna take you guys live on how my day trading went, and I'll shoot some comments on the video. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, you guys, so just to walk you guys through the live recap, here I started my short with 300 shares, and right off the back, less than a minute, made 475. If you guys saw, the profit was ranging anywhere from like $200 to $575. The reason why I ended up with 475 was because of slippage. Usually when you trade these stocks and they move so rapidly, the price tends to move so fast that when you put your order in, you're not going to get filled at the price you see. So the next stock I traded was, as you guys know, Moderna. I entered the short here with a stop of 150. I went only 200 shares, and I saw that it wasn't really going down right away, so I was very cautious in this trade. So right here, I decided to cover half my position just to realize some gains and take some risk away from my overall position. And then it ended up going down here, and I was pretty much satisfied with the $200. That's $1 per share. And that's pretty much it. That's how it ended my day. Thanks for watching.